So let me get this right. You're telling me that this here shell will clean my gun when I shoot it? Yeah, that's what Buck says. Huh. Alright, let's test it. Go for it. Bull. What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be testing the Hunt-to-Go Cleanshot. Now, I got this idea from a friend of mine, unbeknownst to him. Now, it's a shoot-through gun bore cleaner. When you fire it, it cleans your bore. It's got a felt bore scrub. They boast all kinds of stuff here. Clean burning powder, all kinds of stuff. Well, we're going to test all of that. The first test we're going to do, I'm going to fire a couple shots of regular shot through the gun. And then we're going to look down the bore and see how dirty it got. First up, we're going to be shooting a number 6 shot. These are Remington game loads. See how it does. See what kind of mess it leaves in the barrel. Now, this isn't my gun, it's Buddy's gun. Pretty sure he hasn't cleaned it in a while, so it's probably already pretty dirty. Alright, let's look down the barrel. Boy, that barrel's dirty. Now, I'm going to put the camera down this barrel and see if you can see this, but you might not be able to. But it is dirty. There's a lot of unburnt powder and a little bit of lead fouling in there. So let's put the Cleanshot through it and see how it does. Okay. Alright, I got this thing back together. Now we're going to try the Cleanshot. See what it does. Now, that shoots like a regular shotgun shell. Just the feeling of it. Well, one thing I did notice is the inside of the shell is very clean compared to a normal round. They'll be all black and nasty inside once you fire them. This right here, the clean burning powder seems to actually burn clean. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not. It's pretty clean in there. Now, it's hard for this camera to pick up the inside of this barrel because the daylight outside, it's really overpowering for the gun, or it's really overpowering for the camera. So we're gonna fire a couple more bird shots through this, and then we're gonna fire another Cleanshot, and in between we're gonna take a cleaning patch and run down the barrel and see how clean it actually gets. All right, so I'm gonna put this back together and let's throw some birdshot downrange. All right, I got the birdshot loaded in here. Let's fire a couple rounds off and then run a cleaning patch through it. All right, let's get the cleaning patch. I got this bore mop attachment. I'm gonna run this cleaning patch down the barrel. Now this is with the regular birdshot. Yeah, it's pretty dirty. Unburnt powder, burnt powder, some lead fouling. All right, let's do the Cleanshot. All right, Cleanshot. Let's see what it did. Well, it's cleaner. As you can see, there's still a little bit of black on there. So, it don't actually clean it completely. And they put out a YouTube video. I'll leave a link to that down below. In their video, it looked pretty clean to sight. But as you can see, it does leave a little bit of residue behind. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to fire a couple rounds just to make sure. I think at this point we don't even need to do the rifle barrel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire a couple birdshot off to dirty it back up, and I'm going to fire 2, maybe 3 clean shots off. We'll see if we can get it cleaner with a couple more. All right, let's try it. Birdshot. All right, now I'm going to put a couple clean shots through it. See if we can clean this bad boy up. All right, got my clean shot here. Uh-oh. Ooh. Got stuck in the barrel. Crazy. All right, let's go ahead and put the other one through it. I'll keep the grass out. All right, that one ejected. All right, let's run the rammer out through it. Open this bad boy up. Clean patch. Ooh, uh-oh. There's the first one. So it is cleaning a little bit more with more rounds fired. Now, like I said earlier, these do say live round on them. So I got some dirty bird targets set up down range. At the top target, we're going to shoot the number 6 shot. At the bottom target, we're going to shoot the clean shot. So let's, since I'm going to shoot the top target first, let's load the clean shot in first. Now, bird shot. All right, bottom target, clean shot. Ooh, let's go look at this. That absolutely covered that target. Now here's the number 6 shot. Look how tiny those hits are. That absolutely covered that. I mean, look at the other side. That is nuts. That is a lot of pellets. That is a lot of pellets. More than I expected. More than you can actually see. Now that abrasive cup that those pellets set in covered that fact up pretty well. But it's pretty impressive. That's a lot of pellets. I wasn't expecting that, as you could tell. Right there's where the wadding hit. See where the wadding hit right here. Man. Okay. We did all this. Let's look at this tree real quick. Sorry, I keep going back and forth. See it's barely knocked some of those off. I see one pellet right there. That's a tiny little guy. I see another one right here. But look where this hit. That number 6 shot really just, bam, it went in there. That is crazy. All right. So we're gonna take one of these clean shots to the bench and we're gonna pull it apart and we'll see what makes it tick. Now, it doesn't clean as well as I thought it would, but as you can see, the evidence is pretty clear it does clean. I'm seeing a lot of black here, but I'm pretty sure that's just from the target. Because it's basically a peeling layer, see? It's just a layer, it just peels off. But, alright, let's go pull this thing apart and see what makes it tick. Okay, here we have the clean shot, all torn apart. Now, I didn't want to show this part because YouTube would probably take my video down if I showed myself disassembling a shotgun shell. They don't say that, but more than likely they will. Alright, you're going to see some major differences. Okay, especially starting with the powder. Most shotgun powders are a flaky powder. Like that. This, however, is a small little pellet, and they're purple and gray. I haven't really seen that before. It's kind of crazy. Then we come here. These are basically waddings, almost like a nitro cup. Then we come to what cleans, the scrubber right here. That is basically 2 felt rings and 2 rubber rings. They refer to these as squeegees, these black rings, and that comes apart like that. See, it's just a rubber ring. And then, oh, well, that one went flying. Then a felt ring. Here's the other one. A felt ring just like that. What it reminds me of is almost like a felt wheel for a Dremel tool. And then you have your other rubber ring there. And that basically is the cleaning power of the round, is this part right here. And they say this is a fibrous liner. But to be honest, it really reminds me of cardboard with fiber in it. That's literally all it is. It's a cardboard cup with some liner, or with some fibers in it. And then we get to the shot. That shot is tiny. And if I put it compared to the number 6 shot, now number 6 ain't the smallest and it ain't the biggest by far. But it's a pretty standard. That 7 and 8, you know, those are pretty standard practice and game rounds. You would not want to shoot a squirrel with this right here. Yeah, it's a lot of pellets. Way too many for me to sit here and count. But you don't want to pick that out of a squirrel or anything you intend on eating. I'm going to burn these powders side by side and to see if that really is a clean burning powder. Yeah, just a little piece of plastic. And these fit together. See those 2 holes on each one? They fit into each other like this. And when they're coming out of the bore, what I'm assuming is happening is the pressure from the shot and the air pressure and the pressure from the explosion are pushing it out, and it expands, therefore expanding these rings. Of course, I messed that all up, but you can see how they naturally want to bend outwards. So let's clean all this up, and we're going to burn these 2 powders and see how they do. Quick, before I burn this, I want you to really get a good look at that powder. It's really crazy looking, especially compared to the boring old shotgun powder. Alright, let's burn these. Here it goes. First, these might set each other off. First, the shotgun powder. Alright, a lot of residue left behind. Ooh, that's a lot of residue itself. Some might say even more than the standard shotgun shell. Notice it is lighter colored, and this is darker. Crazy, huh? So, I guess in conclusion, I think back to something my dad used to tell me, and I'm sure every one of you have heard this. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Now, I chose an old shotgun for a reason. I could have used a new shotgun with a brand new barrel, but I didn't think that was realistic of what people use, especially in my experience. A lot of these people around here in Kentucky, they use old hand-me-down shotguns. Not all of them. That's not the case for everybody. But the guns are older and they've been used. Not all of them clean them very well. I've been a gunsmith for years and years and years, over 10 years. A lot of guns that come in my shop are filthy. Like I said, I chose an older gun for a reason. The evidence is very clear to me that the round does clean, but not like they advertise, not like they showed on their video. I I guess what I could say is, don't be lazy. Buy a cleaning kit. They're not that expensive, and they're a lot cheaper than around $8 a pop. For I think it's what I paid for a box of 4, around $8, something like that. But you know, a cleaning kit, you could probably get one for close to the same price, and it's going to last you a lot longer. So I think that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Show your support for GunDoctorT.V, because YouTube is really hitting gun channels like mine hard, and I'm really unsure of the future. I will keep you guys posted what's going on and everything, but as always, stay safe and keep shooting America. Now it's a shoot through bungle.
Full beard manly.